welcome back to part 2 of reconciliation. While we're here, it's important to point out that no matter what your guru or friend or book may have said, we should not be lulled into the very popular but false complacency that everything is already done, and then use this reasoning to be little more than a bystander, an observer of your own experience, because you can't. You may think you're doing that, but the truth is, if you are here, then it is your experience, and you are still an actor on your stage, acting this way because the director in you has been convinced to write this act into your play. But you are still the actor and the director, experiencing what you have selected. Now, at first glance, to take this position on the sidelines may sound logical. It may even initially appear profound and deep. But what it actually is empirical proof that you are still very much attached to the very linear timeline that you try and dismiss by your insistence that everything is already done. Can you see this? Because only our smaller mind can embrace the thought of there even being a point of being done. So we are choosing to use only a small part of the larger mind when we trick ourselves into thinking like this, because the larger mind resides outside of our perception of time. It does. To it, there is no done. There is only now. And how can now ever be done? Have we reached done now? How about now? No. To think like this is the domain of the limited mind that runs on the rails of linear time, and that's its fingerprints all over this false concept. I mean no disrespect, and I realize this is dismissing belief patterns that are well loved and well entrenched in some schools of enlightenment, but it's time they were dismissed. And it's an easy trap to fall into because our common perception cannot fathom this timelessness where the now, containing everything, dances upon the head of a pin and constantly swirls in this dynamic dance. It is never finished, though it contains all imaginary beginnings and endings. It is the act of becoming that which, in fact, it already is. When our smaller rational mind tries to think on this in its normal fashion, it quickly finds itself caught in this illusional loop, and because we can't see the end of this loop, we erroneously believe it must be a higher answer, but it's not. So live your life. Choose your life. You are living it, and you are choosing it, no matter what you do. Know that it is not done. There is no done. There is only this dynamic, eternal dance going on all the time, right now, in the now. You are writing what you are living, while you are living what you are writing. The moment I compiled this video is the exact same moment in which you are viewing it. We hold the actor in one hand, living the life he has written for himself, as well as holding the director in the other, compiling the life he will live as the actor. We are what gives relativity and connects these two seemingly conflicting arenas. In front of the curtain are the veil, and behind the curtain are the veil. And you are the wonderful amalgamation that binds the two, and both are you. So don't fight or hide from either one. There is no conflict and no opposition. You are a perfect pairing. The actor and the director are like the female and the male expressions of your higher self. And you are both. You are meant to be both. Don't abandon one for the other or think one is preferable. It's a magnificent show of the artist and his medium, the expression, and what has been expressed. And we are both. We hold the yin and yang of creation as we know it in this dimension in each hand, and neither is greater. You are both artist and art. I offer you these thoughts for your consideration.